Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel for my second ever unboxing and review. On today's video, I will be doing Iron Man Mark III from the first Iron Man movie that was created back in 2008. I do want to let you guys know before I start with the unboxing that this figure is actually not from Hot Toys. This figure was actually originated from ZT Toys, which is a company in China. So I did not purchase this figure from Sideshow Collectibles, which is the website that I usually use. I actually purchased it from Toys Wonderland, which is a website that most international collectors use. So the link for that will be on the description of this video. As usual, before I do start with the unboxing, I do want to thank you guys for this support on my previous videos. It truly means a lot. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started with Mr. Tony Stark. Okay, so before I begin with the figure, let me first go ahead and do a quick review of the box, since I think these companies are very creative when it comes to boxing designs. As you guys can see here, we have a picture of Iron Man on the bottom left, and then the model name of the suit, which is Mark III. And then in the middle, we have a clear image of the figure already, which is something that Hot Toys doesn't do. So you guys can already tell this is not from them. We have the name of the movie at the very top left, which is Iron Man, and then we have the collection type, which is the Infinity Saga on the top right. So overall, like the design of the box, very cool to start. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with the figure itself. So I did have to flip the box because I don't want the cover hitting my camera or obstructing the view for you guys at all. So had to flip the box. So let me go ahead and get this thing out first. Let me see. And as I carry this thing, my first impressions, honestly, he's very tall. That's one. And the reason he's tall is because this is an actual 1/5 scale figure. Regular Hot Toys figures are 1/6, so 1/6 scale. So he is going to be a little bit taller than your typical Iron Man figure. But overall, I am very impressed with this figure. For it not to be a Hot Toys figure, honestly, this is really good. There you go. I can bend the arms really well. I'm assuming the same thing can go for the legs. The color texture is amazing on this figure with the gold and the red. Honestly, he looks exactly like Mark III. On the back side, I would assume that we're gonna have an on switch for the lights, for his eyes, and Mark reactor. Let me see. Oh, there we go. We have it on the left side. So thankfully this thing does turn on, which is a good thing. So overall, honestly, I cannot complain about this figure. He looks amazing. We'll review it more in detail later on, but for now, very impressed with this figure. So we're first gonna go ahead and get started with the accessories, and then we'll do the figure itself. Okay, so with the accessories, unfortunately, this is all we get. Since it's not a Hot Toys figure, it doesn't come with a lot, but it does come here with a couple of arm missiles that you guys can attach on the top of either the left or the right forearm of the figure. It does have a magnet at the bottom, so you guys can attach it with ease on the figure. Pretty cool, to be honest with you. Even though it's not a lot of accessories, I do think they're pretty cool either way. And then we have a couple of hands here. On the bottom, it has a hole that you guys can attach to the arm in standing position, so that way if you guys want to have it shooting beams out of the hands, you guys can do so. Pretty cool design, along with the color itself looks amazing. We do also have another pair of hands which seem to be the same, but the thing is that the whole position is more in the middle, so I don't think you guys can actually have them in a shooting position as far as like beams with these pair of hands. These could be used in a different way. But overall, cool hand designs. Again, not a lot of accessories. I wish they could have included a base to at least have the figure in a flying position. But again, not a complaint. Overall, it's really good what we have so far. Okay, so now we get to the figure himself. As discussed before, I am very honestly impressed with how good this figure looks for him not to be a Hot Toys figure. The coloring on this thing makes him look shiny and very colorful, and that's something that I'm really in love with when it comes to this figure. The red and the gold really match very well with him, and I'm not just talking about the figure. I'm talking about like the actual character himself. We have the arms that can bend pretty easily any way you want to, except for all the way up. But if you guys want to have them in different fighting positions, you guys are more than welcome to do that. Here on the left arm, I'm going to show you guys, which is the same thing on the right, but you guys can take this part off right here, And again, that's where you guys would install the arm missile in case you want to have him in that position. Again, it comes with a magnet, so it gets installed pretty easily, and that's how you guys would have him. Again, same thing goes with the hands. If you want to install him for shooting beams, same thing. And then with the legs, you guys can fold them again any way you want to if you want to have him in any kind of fighting position. Again, still a little bit upset about them not having a base, because I would have loved to have him in a flying position, but well, again, not a complaint at all. Again, for the pricing on this thing, this is amazing. And then on the back, we have here on the left an on and off switch that pretty much by you guys pressing it after installing the batteries, you guys can turn the lights on the eyes and also on the arc reactor. And again, as you guys can see, it gives it even a much better look on this thing. It looks a lot better with the lights on than with the lights off, obviously. And then another cool feature, and this is something that Hot Toys doesn't actually have, and this on the right side, we have a USB connector where it can take an Android charger for those Android users that I have here on my channel. And you guys can charge this figure, so if he ever runs out of battery, you guys can charge it and have it turn on pretty much for however long you want to. So again, really good figure, to be honest. And now we get to my favorite part of the video, which is the posing. So the first pose, I did not include the lights, just so that way you guys can defer from the first, second, and third poses how he looks with and without lights. The pricing on the figures, so I won't give exact numbers. I think that's something that you guys are gonna have to figure out on your own, but what I will tell you is that the pricing for this figure is honestly amazing. Again, even though I won't give direct or exact numbers, this thing compared to a Hot Toys Iron Man is about 4 to 5 times cheaper, even with the shipping included, because obviously since it's an international company that's shipping the figure, obviously the shipping is going to be more expensive, but even with that, it's still 4 to 5 times cheaper. And again, the quality on this thing is just amazing. There you guys have it with the lights on. Honestly, I have no complaints. Obviously, I talked about the base, but that's just kind of like a recommendation that I wish they would have had, but that's not a complaint at all. This figure is amazing. Eventually, I will purchase an actual Hot Toys Iron Man, so that way we can compare and see the differences. I mean, I'm sure that the Hot Toys have more, accessories, and the feel on the figure will probably be, even better. But again, it's just small details. It's really not too much of a difference. So if you're a collector or a non-collector, to me, this is a must-buy. Honestly, it's a toy that I really recommend, and it's a toy that I will definitely have on my display case even if I purchase other Iron Man. Truly impressed and very satisfied with this figure itself. Before I do end the video, I do want to go ahead and remind you guys that I am also on TikTok and Instagram. I will go ahead and leave the links on that on the description on my video. As usual, want to thank you guys for all the support and for tuning in onto the videos. It truly means a lot. Again, if you guys have any recommendations, tips, or questions on things that I can do better, or questions about not just this figure but other figures that I've posted in the past, or if you guys want a specific figure that I did as a short but you guys want me to do an actual unboxing, feel free to leave a comment on my video or send me a direct message on Instagram. But for now, this is going to be the end of this video. Thank you once again, guys, for tuning in, and stay tuned in for my next upcoming videos. Again, if it's not too much to ask, if you like this video, leave a leave a like and subscribe, and also turn on your notifications bell so that way you guys can stay tuned in on my upcoming videos. So for now, this is it. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in, and I will see you next time. Thanks.